What's up, guys? It's Bones, and today I'm doing an unboxing of this Advent Bluetooth modular helmet by LS2. Let's dive in, cut this box open, and see what's included. Got your packaging, your invoice, packaged in really nice. It ain't gonna move around in this box. Like I said, this is a modular helmet, and this is, at the time, the most updated version of this helmet, as well as it comes along with Bluetooth, made by Cardo. LS2 and Cardo have joined forces and make them seamless into each other. So this is going to be new for me, new for you guys. So let's just see what this entails. This is the Black Noir, the model's called, and it comes with a bonus smoke screen. Only way I knew that was because of looking in the reviews and what other people had been saying. I actually did a live chat with the people that I ordered this from, and they said that this wasn't included, but I don't think they went and physically opened the box and checked it out. So this is my experience, that in the Noir, which is just a fancy way of saying black, in my experience, it does come with the bonus smoke shield, which is a nice feature to have, because I mean, this is about $50 that you'd have to spend otherwise. So pretty cool that comes included. Comes with a pin lock. If you don't know what this is for if you lived in very places that have lots of condensation. You know, maybe you're on Portland or it's raining all the time and it's foggy. This will help prevent that when you're cruising down the road. That's cool. That's involved and put in there. This is the Cardo stuff that's included. I think this is just some extra stuff that's included on it. To my knowledge, when I purchased this helmet, I was under the impression that all this stuff would be installed. I guess I won't know until we actually crack this open, but there's a USB cable. Looks to be some speakers. You got your owner's manual for the Cardo stuff. I don't know if this is an extra set of speakers or if I have to install these, but it looks to be the clip that goes on the side of your helmet. Like I said, this should be already installed, but let's keep digging in and find out. The backpack that it came in is pretty nice. All the backpacks that I had seen in previous that LS2 gives out with their helmets have been like a kind of a Desert Storm camo, which is cool, but this must be an updated one that they're putting out, which I like anyway, because black and red just seems very timeless to me and looks nice. It's pretty nice little bonus that a lot of companies don't do, so props to you, LS2, for throwing that in there. You know, being able to store your helmet if you want to get off your bike and then bring your helmet with you and you don't want to leave it at your bike, this is a nice little way to go about it. So yeah, pretty cool that's there. It's got a little extra pocket. You could probably slide a couple items in and stuff, but got some reflective patterns on it as well. Yeah, just kind of neat. Comes with a sock for it as well, which is pretty cool. You know, if you don't want to bring the backpack or anything, this is pretty easy just to like fold up into your coat pocket or shove it in a small crevice on your bike. This should work for most people in most situations. Really going over the top here with LS2 and their packaging. Like, I mean, very impressed from the type of packaging and things you're getting. I mean, these helmets are not cheap, but there actually is a lot more expensive helmets out there that you don't get a lot of these just extra bonuses, if you will. So pretty cool. Nice work on that LS2. There you have it. This is the Advent, which is replacing the Valiant 2 to my understanding. I'm coming from a Biltwell Gringo S, which is about as bare bones and plain Jane helmet you could possibly get. So for me, this is a lot of bells and features and that I've never had before in a helmet. I really wanted a modular helmet. That way, when I get off my bike and I'm just filling up gas quick, I don't have to remove my helmet and go through that process, because when you have a lot of this hair and beard like I do, it's a production anytime you want to take your helmet off and put it off, because I have to pull it back in a ponytail every time I take it off. Otherwise, I get all these loose, straggling pieces of hair. So I generally try to keep my helmet on as long as possible. Unless I know we're going to be off the bike for an extended period of time, that's when I'll remove it. Otherwise, I just try to keep it on most of the time. This is going to be super nice, being able to roll up into a gas station, fill up, not have to take my helmet up, just be able to lift the modular part of it back, and I can still have something to drink, maybe snack on something, talk to whoever I'm with riding. Be a really nice feature. I'll just go through a couple of the basic features that I know about this helmet just from reading reviews and stuff online, but I haven't seen a lot of good video reviews. So like I said, first of all, it is modular. So you'll be able to lift the whole front of the face up here. And what's cool about LS2 is they're one of the only companies that lets you go all the way back, meaning that you can pull it back and it's out of the way, and it doesn't, like, if you wanted to ride like this, which I don't recommend doing because I think you should always wear a full face helmet, it doesn't stick up to the top like a lot of the other companies do, and that has a lot of wind drag that can happen with it. So nice that this fully goes out of the way and all the way back. So that's pretty cool. It's got clear shield included, but like I said, this black Noir one came with a smoke shield, which is really nice to have. This does have an internal sunscreen that pops down. That's just on this lever right here, where you can pull it down, and that way you can have shade as well as your clear shield while having your helmet go all the way down. And so you've got basically essentially 3 different levels of protection. So like I said, the smoke screen that comes with it, and this is pretty nice. That'll come on every helmet and every Advent. The black Noir only, to my knowledge, comes with the actual shaded shield. The rest of them don't come with that. But like I said, when I messaged the people that I bought this through, they didn't have apparently the right information because they said it didn't. And then I opened the box and it was in there. And the only way I found that out was because of people putting reviews out there on the helmet saying that, yes, it did come with that. Other things, you've got your vents here. This is just a push up and down for your front intake where your air comes through there. The top has a vent, like almost like a paddle. So I like this a lot nicer than the previous LS2 Valiant had two vents here. One, instead of just being able to do one hand like this and have them open, you had to do two different times, which I don't necessarily know how much better cooling that would do, but I never had the Valiant 2. This, like I said, this is my essentially second helmet, so I can't tell you a lot of experience on it. What I can tell you is that I have a massive head. I have a 2X. I did try this helmet on in an XL in the store, and it was still pretty tight, so hopefully this 2X fits a little bit better. Ventura vents coming out the back here. These are permanently open to my knowledge. There's no way to close this, but that shouldn't be an issue considering if you close the top vents up here and here, there's not a lot of air vent going through. It would just cause that extra heat that you're producing off your head to come out naturally, which is good to have some sort of breathability that way. Next, this is the Bluetooth one. So it is installed. This is the newest version of the Cardo system. Like I said, they are now partnered with LS2. And what I wanted was to get away from having to ride with earbuds in as well as having glasses on, because like my biltwell Gringo S, I had to wear earbuds and I had to wear sunglasses, and that's just a lot of stuff going on under there. This is kind of an all-in-one deal. So being able to have this built in will be nice for me. I've never been able to have this type of stuff. I know that you can pair this with up to 4 riders with this specific model of LS2's Cardo infused Bluetooth system. Since it's modular, the mic here is kind of a little boom mic that you can move around to whatever fits your face. Once your helmet's on, you'll be able to make some adjustments as needed. As far as the internals of this helmet goes, there is a lot of cheek pad here. Most likely gonna fit pretty tight. Okay, this is the first time I've ever tried actually really opening and closing this latch system on here. It's obviously a lot different than what I had on my biltwell Gringo. Had a D-ring on it, which is pretty self-explanatory, very manual. You just weave it through it, and that's that. This took a little bit of kind of figuring out how to do it. I didn't read any instructions, but I just putting this out there for you guys. I know when I tried it on in the store, I had a little tough time getting it off. I had to have the person that was helping me out be able to take it off because I was just fiddling around with it and I couldn't end up getting it. Easy once you know how the system works. So how it works, to my knowledge, is, okay, you have this magnetic tab, you pull that up, okay? That's the first step in how this latch system works. So once you do that, once you pull that away, I held it essentially like this and then kind of pulled it up away, and then I was able to release the latch system like that. Took a few times and tries and a couple of minutes here to figure out how it actually worked, but I would recommend doing this before you put it on your head, so that way you're not like locked in your helmet and you can't get out of it. Because if you don't know how this latch system works, it might kind of throw you for a loop. It sure did for me. But pretty slick, I think, once you figure out how it opens and closes here. All right, that kind of wraps up this unboxing for you guys. This wasn't meant to be a full-depth review. This was just more for showing you what's in the box specifically and a couple of the standout features that I thought were pretty important on this helmet. I'm sure I missed a few things. If you like this type of content and you want to stay updated, maybe consider subscribing.